Welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Now, this is my second account, and it's a fairly new account. I haven't had it too awful long compared to the other one. Now, the other one, I was a beta tester for Elite Dangerous, so I've had it for quite a while. But this one's fairly new, and this is the one that I was telling you in the last update video that we were going to take to Colonia, which is the new area that they're building a colony on. And that was 25,000 light years to Colonia from the bubble, what we call the bubble, the civilized part of the universe, including Sol and Earth, that kind of thing. We came from kind of the direction you're looking at. We're close to a nebula here, but that's the area we came from. Let me show you what kind of an area we're moving into. If I can bring my camera around. I'm still trying to get used to the camera. All right, now look at the difference in the star clusters. Look how dense that is. So we're coming to an area, there's our ship. We're coming to an area where the star clusters are just completely different, just dense. And so, get a little closer to the ground here. Yeah, that's where we're heading to. Yeah, let's take a look at the galaxy map here. External camera.
Change camera.
Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography. Oh, can we go to that star there? No, not that one. The other one. No, 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 no. That one.
That's Vasco. He's been keeping me company for a while. But anyway, this is where we're at. You can see how dense the star clusters are. And that is our destination there, Colonia. So let's see how far we've went. Now, like I said, it was 25,000 light years. And we're gonna see how far we've come. There's Colonia. We still have a ways to go. Let me check here. Colonia is right there. We have another 8,295 light years to go. So we've went quite a ways, actually. We have. Now, to give you some idea of how long it takes, let's take a look at my ship. Right panel. Okay, now this ship is just a stock Anaconda. It's a good-sized ship. It's a very large ship, but I didn't beef it up. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a fairly new account, and I haven't done any visits to the engineers to try to boost the power and the quality of my equipment. In this game, you can go to engineers, and they will take your warp drive capability, and they can boost it up. Now, if you notice, just on a stock basis, my Anaconda, this particular one, can jump 33,000 light years. So that's just stock, and I did that by taking out quite a bit of large components, putting in certain components that can boost those jump rates and that. So I can jump about, let's just say on average, about 30,000 light years each time that I jump. So, right panel? So take that in mind. I can jump about 30 light years every time I jump from one system to the next. Okay. So, and let me get out into space and I'll kind of show you how to see how long this is taking me. Launch to orbit.
Stand by for launch. Setting thrust vector control to auto. Ascending. Orbital rendezvous procedures initiated.
Full impulse.
Maximum velocity engaged. Charging Super Cruise drive.
Vasco, now you can do it. Engage Super Cruise.
Preparing for Super Cruise.
He was a little quick on the jump there. External camera.
Change camera.
All right, so we're leaving the planet. You go, girl. Heading out into space. External camera.
Change camera.
Yeah, once I get out into space, I gotta get away from this planet. I'm still a little close to it. Once I do, I'll set a course and I'll show you how this works. All right. Full impulse.
Maximum impulse.
Open galaxy map.
Displaying map.
All right, so here's where I'm at. Right there. That little blue thing is me. And that's where I'm going. Now, I can jump about 30 light years a jump. And so to a maximum of about 1,000 light years. Let me go back. What am I doing here? Get back there. Okay, so basically what I do is I just start going towards Colonia. I'm just heading out that way, and then I'll try to select a destination point. Okay, now that shows you that's 582 light years from where I'm sitting right at the current moment. So I want to go to just under 1,000. Okay, there's 700. And there's 909. I can go a little bit further. Let's see, what's that one? 918. What's this one here? 933. 913. I can go a little farther. 939. A little bit farther. 962. I'm getting close. Okay, there's 969. 978. What's that one there? 990. I'm going to take that one. Okay, so that's 990 light years from where I'm sitting right at this moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark that as a plot. I'm going to plot that route.
Ray-Bans alive!
Vasco, you silly goose.
King of the impossible. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so now I've set my plot. I'm looking at traveling 990 light years. This will be one session. Left panel. Open left panel. Okay, so that's 32 jumps. It's going to take me, because I can jump 30 light years at a time, it's going to take me 32 jumps to make that 990 light year traveling distance, this session. All right, so now at this point, let's make our first jump and see how long it takes me to do it. All right, so there's our first, right there. There's our first jump. Full impulse.
Maximum impulse.
All right, let's see how long it takes me to jump. Ready? System jump on my mark.
Okay.
Mark.
Frameship drive engaging. La-di-da, la-di-da. Maximum velocity engaged. Exiting
Now,
hyperspace.
once I get there, I have to refuel. Okay, so let's scan this system. 20%.
20%.
Okay, I scan the system. I'm going to refuel, and then I can take off to my next destination. So far, it's been less than a minute. And since there's no stations out here, the only way I'm going to get fuel is from one of these stars, which will bring up another point I'll mention in a minute. All right, here we go. Full impulse. Full impulse.
Maximum velocity engaged.
Okay, I'm at a minute and 15 seconds now, and I have to line up to my next without getting too close to that sun. Okay, now I'm far enough away from the sun. I can line up. System jump on my mark.
Okay.
Mark. Okay, so it's a minute and a half. Now, I kind of dilly-dallied a little bit. Mark.
Charging frameshift drive.
So that took a minute and a half. So it takes me roughly a minute to a minute and a half to do each jump, and I've got 30 of them to make to get that 990 light years. Okay, but I've still got 8,000 light years to go. So you can see kind of how long it's going to take me to do that 25,000 light years from the bubble to Colonia. It takes a long time. All right, so again, I'm going to scan this system. And the reason I'm scanning each system I come into is I get paid for that. When I get to Colonia, I can turn that all in for credits. 20%?
20%.
Now, I put a fuel scoop in here. You can see how fast this fuel scoop goes. I put a fuel scoop in here. The best I could get cost me 28 million credits just for a fuel scoop. But what I did when I left the bubble was I sold all my ships and everything I owned. Well, that's not true. Some of the stuff I took off my ship, like the cargo racks and things like that, I put in storage. So I still have some equipment back in the bubble. But I just took off everything off my ship that I didn't need. Now, one of the things that you have to be aware of out in space like this is the next thing. Open galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
You see all these stars. Not all these stars have fuel. So what I did is I went in to my map here, and I marked only show me the stars that I can get fuel from. Don't show me the ones I can't. And then I told it to apply that to the route. So when I point to a star and say, give me a route to that star, it's only going to give me a route that includes stars that I can get fuel from. All right, that's what I'm doing with this ship, this character. And I'll show you what I'm doing on my other character.